Hey, 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 happy Thoughtful Tuesday. Coming at you with another message for the collective with Wildlight Tarot, sending you so much love and good vibrations. Allow this energy to flow to you and through you now and always. So, as usual, if these messages resonate, they're for you. If they don't resonate, they may not be for you, but take what applies to your situation. If the messages do resonate, definitely let me know down in the comments. I love to read the comments. You can also go donate. Hit me at my Cash App at Wildlight Tarot or wildlighttarot.com. Those of you that have donated, I'm wishing abundance tenfold on your life. So let's just jump right into the message. So the song that I got for the collective was I Can't Help Falling in Love. So what they were playing was the clip that's wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. And it's so funny because there's a combo of things going on, I feel. Part of the collective is actually falling in love with someone. The other part of the collective is falling in love with yourself, you know? It's like they're saying, shall I say, could it be a waste? Okay, interesting. Yeah, they're like replaying the portion of the song. So, you know, like I said, I feel like it's coming into this really strong self-love of falling in love with yourself. So today's Thoughtful Tuesday. We're gonna talk about things that make you think. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my chakra deck, and then I'll be jumping into the tarot, and then we'll kind of see where things go. Sorry guys, I'm getting all distracted. So let's tap in. Let's see what's going on. Blockages for my Thoughtful Tuesday. Messages for the collective. Okay, so blockages coming out. First cards out here are both perception along with wisdom. So it's interesting because, you know, I feel like the song that we got as far as you falling in love with yourself, it's really hard. Some of this may be like hyperactive ego, if that makes sense. So the underactive ego is one that seeks to destroy. That's when you're sabotaging yourself. That's when, you know, you're beating yourself up. And then the hyperactive ego is when you care a lot about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where you're, you know, constantly going over how awesome you are. And so I feel the struggle right now is to show your own wisdom and to see things from a different perspective. You know, it's one thing, this self-love that you have, which is beautiful, but make sure that you're still setting boundaries. Because here's the thing, you've got the guilt card coming up. And I feel like this is a lot about you doing things that you feel guilted into doing, which is not self-love, right? If you have if you're not able to set boundaries for yourself when it comes to others, especially during this time of year, you're going to struggle to not feel like you resent the people that you're doing things for. We got expansion as a blockage. So it's like you're expanding to higher states of consciousness. You're expanding and growing every single day. But a big part of that growth, again, is setting boundaries for others, okay? Because you don't have to wear this false mask. You don't have to pretend to be anyone that you're not. You know, if anything, this little transit that we went through yesterday, this grand conjunction, which, you know, we're still in that energy, this grand conjunction taught me a lot about coming into my true self, okay? Of which, by the way, I couldn't find my true self until I gave myself the opportunity to really sit with myself, okay? And to understand parts of who I really am. When it comes to, you know, people pleasing and doing things for other people, it can get to that point where, again, you're losing yourself because remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? You've got to stop trying to be something that you're not. This is a lot like, you know, I'll use the example of, let me see. Yeah, my mother's coming to visit, you know, and I could put on a show and pretend that, you know, we're all put together and that, you know, we're normal family of 4 children, but yeah, no, we have a really crazy life. You know, there's always a kid fighting, screaming, biting, you know, somebody's upset with somebody. You know, we don't have to put this facade on. I don't have to be this perfect person. Even though, you know, especially if you're dealing with family members, you may feel like you have to put on this show. You have to be somebody that you're not, because your family has this idea of who you are. Okay, they decided who you were before you even knew who you were. Does that make sense? Like, you know, they saw you as a child, they saw you grow into yourself, and then, you know, maybe you're in a situation where your family never really understood you, never really tried to understand you. So maybe you started wearing a mask. Maybe you started to pretend to be somebody that you were not, in hopes that you wouldn't be rejected. You know, so this is all about that time of coming into yourself and expanding beyond these limiting beliefs and recognizing how much strength and power you actually have when you exude your pure authenticity. Okay, so let's tap in. Let's grab some etheric evolution blockages. First card out was spirit guides. So your spirit guides are communicating with you through synchronizations, downloads, signs, songs. Okay. Some of you guys are saying, you know, coincidences are happening. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens on purpose. And your guides are trying to come through and help you with this situation. They're trying to help you transform yourself and to level up, because you're ready to level up. You're ready to have a different experience. But if you don't ask for help during this level up, if you're not focusing on you during this level up, if you're not focusing on healing, okay, and releasing the past, you're going to really struggle to start a new reality, okay? And it's all about you recognizing where, you know, maybe you're a person that spends a lot of time surrounding yourself by people that are greedy, manipulative, controlling. It's control, manipulation, selfish intent. That's the blockage. So either that's your blockage where you're trying to control situations, maybe you're coming out as greedy, or you're dealing with somebody that's been very manipulative and selfish, and maybe that's a part of your healing that needs to be done, is after going through some shit with somebody who was very controlling and who was very dark and I just heard unpure, you know, after dealing with something like that, yeah, it's really hard to have trust. Some of you guys have gone through so much that you may have even turned away from the ability of you know, even communicating with your spirit guides, even opening yourself up to receiving guidance, because maybe you felt like your intuition was doing you wrong, or maybe you felt like you didn't deserve whatever it is that you went through, and that may be the case. But ultimately, this is now about the healing journey. So, you know, you're not responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for the healing, okay? We got security. Feeling comfortable within all aspects of life, family, finances, self, and life. That's the blockage, is that you don't feel comfortable in your life right now. You don't feel secure. But ultimately, look, you're coming in as an empath, okay? You're someone that absorbs feelings and emotions of others. And a big part of being an empath is holding space for yourself. That's so interesting because, yeah, you know, I think as an empath and a hypersensitive myself, I have struggled quite a bit to connect to my own healing, my own feelings, understanding my own feelings. Those were things that I struggled with many years ago, was feeling like I was just overly emotional and there was no reason for me to be that way. Once I recognized that I was an empath and I was somebody that did absorb energy from others and feelings of others, that really helped to empower me. You know, instead of feeling like, oh my God, this is why I am the way I am, it was more like, wow, I have the ability to hold space for others. I have the ability to feel what they're feeling. Now what can I do with that? And what you can do with that is first start by healing yourself and then you work on healing others, okay? Some of you guys are truly there to let people know that they're not alone, but you haven't even recognized that because, again, you haven't fully transformed out of that false reality. You've got these greedy people who control you or manipulate you into doing things that you don't want to do. And maybe the mask is not the mask that you wear, although, you know, for some of you, it's going to be that. Maybe the mask is maybe the mask is what the person that you're dealing with wears. Where being an empath, one of the things I highly understood recently was that you have the ability to see the beast beyond the man beyond the beast. You know, you have the ability to see people from their higher self versus who they really are, right? Or who they're showing up as. This is about recognizing we're not gonna stay around for people's potential. We're here to see action steps. We're here to see progress and growth. And if this person that you're exchanging energy with has got this selfish intent, sometimes as an empath, you might absorb that energy and then you become selfish. So recognize that it's possible to absorb any of the energies, whether that be a overactive ego, whether that be an underactive ego. A lot of times people that are very greedy and controlling and manipulative, they're actually just very insecure people. So maybe when you're around this person, you find yourself becoming insecure. But look, they're communicating with you. Synchronizations, all right? Your guides, ancestors, angels, ascended masters, okay? They're all communicating with you. Pay attention to the signs and synchronizations. Synchronizations like when something happens where it happens twice, you know, 2 or more times. You know, prime example, you say a new word that you've never seen. You come across a brand new word and you're like, wow, I've never heard of that word, or I've never really used that word. That's an interesting word. And then next thing you know, you're on TikTok or Facebook and they're using that word that you had just discovered what it meant. Those are synchronizations. Those are very powerful times to manifest. Those are very, very powerful times to recognize that you're in control of your reality. So also beautiful times to make sure that you are aligning your thoughts with your goals, okay? Keeping your thoughts in alignment of your goals. But look, you know, there's a lot going on where you don't feel comfortable within all aspects of your life. And the reason you don't feel comfortable is because you're not tapping into your limitless wisdom, is because you're not able to see things from a higher perspective, because you're being guilted into things. And look, now is the time of you expanding. And yeah, it's bittersweet when you expand. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet to recognize that you have to choose yourself, because yeah, it feels good to choose you, but also you're going to have that feeling of guilt when you choose yourself. If you are somebody that is guilted into things quite frequently, a lot of times that happens when you grow up as a people pleaser, okay? So the challenge that's coming out is releasing the hold that this person has over you, okay? You recognize what doesn't serve you. You recognize that you're being controlled, manipulated. You recognize that someone has selfish intent, but you can't seem to let that hold go. Some of you guys could be Capricorns. We got the Queen of Pentacles. It's like the challenge is you being stable and standing strong and staying grounded and staying in this position of wise counsel. Some of you guys are very wise. Some of you guys are old souls, and it's hard for you because maybe you want to help this person. Maybe you want to try to help make this person's life better. But here's the thing. That's not your job. Okay? It is your job to walk away. It is your job to move on. It is your job to be an advocate for yourself, okay? It is your job to advocate for yourself. No one else is going to do that for you, okay? So this will be an extended reading. Make sure you jump on to my YouTube channel. I will be uploading this, I promise. It's been weird with YouTube, so thank you guys for your patience with me. I've been doing a lot of Facebook Lives. So those of you that watch from Instagram, go check out my Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go follow me. It's just Hillary Herrera. That way you can catch me go live once a week every Thursday, okay? My goal is to go live through YouTube, but I have to gain a certain amount of subscribers first. So here we go. Make sure you go like and follow, okay? We got the Four of Cups. It's like you're sitting out here looking at your life, thinking that things could be better. You're unsatisfied with where you are right now. And the thing is, it's like you're not recognizing that you've been planting seeds. You've been doing what you need to do. However, you're missing opportunities to take action on things because this person or this situation, whatever this is that's not serving you, is keeping you blocked. It's keeping you from being able to move on. You're looking back instead of... Look, the Eight of Cups is a lot about moving on, okay? Moving on. If you notice, here's the imagery. He's got these cups that are standing and he's walking away and he's not looking back. When we get this in the reverse, this is you looking back wondering if you made the right choice. And I think you're not recognizing that your intuition is powerful enough to know that you've made the right choice, okay? You got the Nine of Swords in the upright, along with the King of Wands reverse, okay? This King of Wands reverse can be a very narcissistic individual, somebody that isn't able to lead themselves, someone that isn't able to think of anything but sexual advances, okay? This is somebody that, again, can be very controlling, very manipulative. And here you are coming in as the Nine of Swords, losing sleep at night, stressed out. But again, this isn't actually your narrative. This is the other person that you're dealing with. So now's a really beautiful time to not be making foolish decisions, okay? You got the Fool in the reverse. You know what you did. Whoever it is, you know what you did. You know you shouldn't have gone back after you already walked away, and that's okay. And it's okay for you to still experience some feelings of guilt, because if you are somebody that was raised in an environment where you always felt like you were doing the wrong thing, people like this will trigger those guilt wounds, okay? But look, you made the right choice, okay? By cutting this person down, by moving on and walking away. Look, stop looking back. You're not going that way, okay? Stop looking back. You're not going that way. You made the right decision by cutting this connection off. You made the right decision by walking forward. Now you're missing opportunities again because you're out here daydreaming, wondering if you made the right choice because you truly loved this person, or you truly loved the alcohol, or you truly loved the drugs, or whatever it is that you kept yourself chained to. You felt like, you know, those were things that also gave you some temporary satisfaction and temporary fulfillment. So when you don't have that anymore, yeah, you're going to feel like something's missing. Think about when somebody does detox from drugs. All they can think about is the drugs. They want to feel better. So maybe this is your kryptonite, okay? Maybe this person is your kryptonite, leaving them chained, leaving yourself chained to that. But again, you made the right choice to move on. You just can't see that you made the right choice because number one, you're healing. Number two, you're not recognizing the synchronizations and that the guides and spirit guides and everybody are communicating with you, trying to help you. And, you may have tried to start something new. You may have tried to start a new beginning with this person and it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. And that's okay. It wasn't meant to. Your path of destiny here is you moving on from these relationships and stepping into that wisdom and stepping into that expansion. And yeah, it's fucking bittersweet. Okay? It's bittersweet when you have love to give and it has nowhere to go. That's bittersweet, okay? But you know what's best for you. So the challenge is for you to really be proud of yourself, to really get your... Okay, hold on. Oh, the challenge is for you to not be codependent on other people, okay? When we get the Empress sideways, this is divine feminine, okay? This is a lot about loving on yourself, feeling good enough, feeling worthy. This is about attracting. This is about pregnancy, okay? This is about, when I say pregnancy, some of you guys could be pregnant, literally, but this is a lot about being pregnant with new ideas, being pregnant with a new reality that's about to come to fruition for you. What you desired is coming. but you're losing patience here, okay? Because you're struggling to want to move on from this situation, whatever it is. You know you have some additional healing to do in this connection. You know you have work to do, straight up. You know you have work to do. You know you have some healing. You know you have some letting go to do. But again, you're those of you that are resonating with this, you're an empath. Again, you're absorbing their energy. So maybe your desires aren't even true. Maybe they're not yours. Okay, maybe it's somebody else's. I'm getting a strong root chakra blockage as I'm in this energy. Root chakra is connected to, you know, feelings of security, right? Feeling safe, feeling, you know, as if there's enough to go around, feeling stable and secure, okay? And my right side of my lower back is starting to hurt me, and I feel as if cutting this connection has made you feel insecure, okay? Or cutting whatever it is that you let go of has made you feel very insecure. Again, that's just your programming. That's not who you are. The thing is, look, Archangel Raphael coming in for you guys. It says, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer just like me. So yeah, empaths, those of you that are listening to this, that are writing this entire video, you're getting assistance, all right, from ascended masters and angels, and they're communicating. Pay attention to the numerology. 111, 222, 333, 444, 555. I just stopped at 555 because it's 55. It was 20 and 55 right as I said 55. You may be seeing that number a lot, especially right now as you're transforming and you're looking to change and expand, okay? Because you are, that's a blockage, right? You want to expand, you want to change, you want to do things different. Change is not easy. Stepping out of your comfort zone is not easy. If it was, everybody would be out of their comfort zone and we all be having a fucking party. But, you know, insecurities will keep you stuck. So we got Maya. Schooling and study and education help your life's purpose and personal growth right now. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So some of you guys, you're not feeling comfortable with that security, right? So this is good. Goodness, throat chakra, Lord. So this schooling is a great idea, okay? The angels do support that. So those of you that have been wanting to enroll in some sort of class, program, like I said, schooling, maybe you want to go back to college, something like that. This is a good idea, all right? There's a lot, look at sacred geometry up in this photo here. You know, this is a lot about helping you to have that confidence by gaining that knowledge, okay? One of the things that happened to me when I was in a, you know, abusive relationship was I stopped feeling intelligent. I remember feeling very stupid. And that's something that somebody that's very narcissistic will make you feel, or they'll hit your main wound, and mine was always to not feel smart enough, okay? And when I got done with that relationship, I still struggled with it. And it wasn't just till a few years ago when I started doing my studies, when I started to learn things that I was actually truly interested in, that I started to actually feel intelligent. And I remember actually my husband, when we met, he really enjoyed my intelligence. And it was like, what? Like, this is so crazy. So don't doubt yourself. It is a good time right now to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. You have the angel Isaiah that is looking over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. What did I say? We going through changes, baby. We got Adriana. I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, your thoughts, and your dreams. And the bottom of the deck, time out. I love that we got this card for you guys, because for me, it is very symbolic of what these blockages were that popped out here. But it says, Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, okay? So after being a people pleaser for so long, sometimes it's going to feel wrong when you worry about you. Sometimes it's going to feel wrong. It's not going to feel right. It's going to feel that you'll get that immediate guilt. I know for me, like, you know, spending money on myself or doing anything for myself at all, including yoga, including, you know, just any kind of self-care. Yeah, I felt super guilty. You know, I'm a mom, so anytime I was choosing myself, I felt guilty about being away from my children. And then on top of that, I was working a job where I was at work all the time. So my excuse was I don't have time to take care of myself. But the real truth to that was that I didn't have time to love myself because I didn't know how. So some of you may struggle right now to know how to love yourself. Ask your inner child what she needs. That's the best way, okay? Just sit down, look at a picture of yourself when you were a little girl, and ask yourself what your inner child needs from you, because I promise you that'll help you to illuminate what you need to do in order to truly love yourself, okay? We got Warrior Woman. I'm pulling from the Lightworker Oracle deck. I do feel I have some Lightworkers in here, empaths, highly sensitives, which are perfect for these cards. It says Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Are you aligned with your true path, or are you just fighting yourself when you already know what you're supposed to be doing? Answer the call, okay? Somebody's calling. Ring, ring. It's your spirit guides, ancestors, angels. Hey, we got a mission for you. Are you going to take it, or are you just going to run away? Okay. We got Minute Talking. What did I say? I got some light workers up in this bitch. I know it. And it says, look, you are longing for a home. You are longing for belonging. The original light workers. You come from a place that does not exist. If you find yourself always longing for more, you may be longing for a place that doesn't exist. If you don't feel you fit in, again, recognize that's because you are here to create a new world. You're not meant to fit in, okay? You have a team of Lightworker family that's here that is supporting you, but you have to be open to receiving the guidance. We got Take a Break. Take a break. I almost said take a break, girl. So I don't know if there's any homies in here that are going to watch, but girl, this says take a break. A life's work, not a lesson. Get off the treadmill, okay? The treadmill of life. Like some of you guys are on that ever going, ever moving treadmill of life, feeling like you can't catch a break. You slipped, you fell, you smacked your face, you got back up. But look, you're meant to be enjoying this experience. If you're not enjoying this experience, if you're not here living a life that brings fulfillment, if you're not finding peace inside yourself, then yeah, you're gonna always feel like you can't catch a break. But you have to be willing to stop taking care of everyone else and take care of you first. Just like I have said 100 times, I will continue to say this. Not only can you not pour from an empty cup, but you know when you go on an airplane and they tell you to put your mask on before you put your child's mask on, yeah, that's what you got to do. You can't assist other people as an empath if you are not full, which is why you're so exhausted. You can't even go to the grocery store. You can't even get yourself up out of your bed because you're not filling up your cup. Those of you that are healers that do have the desire to want to heal and help others, you cannot help and heal others if you don't first help and heal yourself. Okay? Now look, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, and you are currently going through a very deep healing. Okay? You have to be gentle on yourself. Okay? Stop trying to move on faster than you're able to move on, okay? Maybe you're somebody that doesn't process things like a normal person. Maybe you're somebody that immediately goes to the place of throwing yourself into work. Or maybe you're somebody that immediately goes to the place of, I'm fine, I love myself, fuck you. And then ultimately, when you lay down in bed at night, you're the one that's feeling lonely and lost and, abandoned, all right? Maybe you feel abandoned by people. Maybe you feel like, again, you don't fit in. But here's the thing. Play. You're not having fun. You're not celebrating. You're not enjoying yourself, okay? You got soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. You are not alone. You're never alone, right? And it's kind of creepy. Like when you recognize that your spirit guides are with you at all times, always listening, always talking shit. Not talking shit, but mine do. It depends on who you are. But yeah, if you recognize that your guides are always listening, your angels are always there. Like God didn't leave you, okay? Nobody left you. You left yourself. okay? In order to find God, you must first find you, right? So come back to you, because look, boundaries. Look at all these people asking for your attention and help and assistance and love, and for you to hold space for them. Guess what? You don't have the energy to hold space for anyone right now. So you've got to create boundaries that do not result in guilt, okay? You have to know that if they don't respect your boundaries, then they don't respect you. If you have to ask for respect, that means you already lost it. So what is there to really lose, you know? And then we got mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Remember that everyone in your life is a mirror. What you see in me is what you see in yourself, all right? What you hate about the person that you're hating right now is what you hate about yourself, okay? Or, you know, it's also could imply that you lost yourself, so now you're taking on the energies and ideas and emotions of other people, and you can't even get a hold of what you really feel. So, yeah, energies are crazy, but you have to make space for yourself, and you have to stop and take care of you. And again, it may be hard to not feel guilty, but if we're feeling feelings of guilt, then that is not what we're meant to be feeling. You know, feelings of guilt, abandonment, all of those things, those are not what we're meant to experience in the human existence. I don't believe that suffering is a requirement. We don't have to suffer. We can take a look at what we've been through. We can take a look at the emotions that we have, and we can understand why things happen to us. A lot of it has to do with ancestral karma. A lot of it has to do with your own karma lessons that you didn't learn because you weren't listening, and that's okay. You have to give yourself a little bit more compassion, a little bit more grace. You know, I feel like, again, this challenge is deciding if you've made the right choice. I think you know that you have. Even if you don't feel empowered right now, I think you know that you have. Look, Justice card. You brought balance into your experience. You're going to receive a reward for whatever it is that you closed out. You just need to be patient, okay? And trust in divine time. And know that you are safe. You are secure. You are stable. You're here, okay? My root chakra hurts so bad. I got to get off this damn video because Lord help me. But listen, work on that root chakra. Work with the color red. I'm using red candles. Also, tea and honey. I feel like you guys need something for your throat, doing some journaling, as well as body movement to move up some of these stagnant energies. It's so funny. My daughter, she's 4 years old, and we were talking about ways to kind of go from angry to not angry, right, or to upset. And she goes, yeah, sometimes I just go to my room and I dance by myself. And I'm like, wow, like what great wisdom from a 4-year-old to say, yeah, if you are not feeling okay, yeah, just go dance in your room by yourself, okay? Especially if you're an empath, you can feel the music, allow yourself the space. I just did fucking interpretive dance the other day, healing through something. I turned on Thick Skin with an Elastic Heart, Sia. And I was just like transmuting whatever I was feeling through interpretive dance, which I've never done before. And I was like just praying that my husband would not come in. He didn't come in, thank goodness. But then I laughed about it later because if he had, he would have laughed at me because, yeah, I looked ridiculous. I'm not a dancer, but you know what? When I got done, I felt way better. So spend some time transmuting this energy, turning it into something positive. And please, please, please listen up for your spirit guides. If you don't hear them, see them, think of them, whatever, ask them and invite them to come in and ask for loud, clear messages from the universe. So those are your messages. Happy Thoughtful Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow for What the Fuck Wednesday. Make sure you like and subscribe. Love this video. Sharing is caring.